In 2008, 15-year-old Lila Monroe vanished while walking home through a quiet wooded trail in rural Vermont. Her phone, backpack, and shoes were found. But she was not. Locals searched for weeks. Rumors ran wild. 13 years later, her voice returned from the forest on a phone that had been buried for over a decade. Lila Monroe was known around the sleepy town of Redvale for three things: her curiosity, her love of photography, and her obsession with unsolved mysteries. She was the kind of girl who would borrow library books on crime scenes and old town folklore. She even ran a blog called Missing But Not Forgotten. On October 16, 2008, she left school around 3:20 p.m., walking the same shortcut home she always took, a wooded path called Eagles Hollow Trail. She never arrived. Her mother, Diane Monroe, called the police by 5 p.m. By sunset, a search was underway. The town turned out in force, dozens of volunteers, dogs, and helicopters. What they found was chilling. Her backpack, neatly placed beside a tree. Her phone, dead, nearby, screen shattered. Her sneakers, aligned side by side. And, hauntingly, a handwritten note pinned to a branch. "I'm going to follow the voices now. Don't worry, I'll be okay." The handwriting matched Lila's. But no one believes she left willingly. The trail produced no footprints beyond hers. No signs of a struggle. No DNA. No fingerprints. 3 persons of interest were questioned. Mr. Calder, her science teacher, she'd argued with him earlier that week. Aaron Whitlow, a 17-year-old dropout who was seen skateboarding near the trail. Darrell Fines, a known drifter with a criminal record for assault. All had alibis. All were cleared. With nothing to go on, the case stalled. Lila's story faded, another lost girl in a quiet town. Until 2021. On July 12, 2021, a construction crew widening a hiking trail uncovered a rusted metal box buried near Eagles Hollow. Inside were an old Nokia flip phone, a pink charm bracelet, a photograph of Lila, scratched across the face, a cassette labeled, "They Followed Me Too." The phone was sent to forensic specialists. To everyone's shock, they extracted a single, corrupted voicemail left on October 18, 2008, 2 days after Lila vanished. The voice was hers. "I'm cold. I don't know where I am. I think someone else is down here. I can hear them, but they don't talk like people." The line cut out. The cassette held more secrets. After days of restoration, audio engineers revealed faint breathing, footsteps on dirt, and the whimpering voice of another girl. "My name is Jenny. I was here before her, please, tell my mom." A check of missing persons confirmed a chilling match. Jennifer Mallory, missing since 1996, from a town 30 miles away. She was 12. Her case had long been forgotten, filed under runaways. Suddenly, Redvale had 2 missing girls connected to the same woods. Investigators launched a deeper search of Eagles Hollow. This time, they found something they'd never noticed before, a narrow hunting trail long overgrown. 1 mile in, hidden by collapsed trees and brush, they discovered the ruins of an old trapper's cabin. Inside, rope remnants tied to floorbolts. Scraps of girls' clothing. A tin box of newspaper clippings about missing children. A single name scrawled on the wall. Clara. A historian in the local archives recognized the name Clara Mays. She was a woman institutionalized in 1957 after claiming she had lured spirits from the trees to feed her children. Rumors said Clara had lived alone in that very cabin before she was arrested. Records revealed something even darker. She had 3 children. All listed as deceased. None ever found. Local folklore had long told stories of the Witch of Hollow Pines. A woman who whispered to the trees and made girls disappear. Was Clara real? Was someone trying to recreate her myth? Weeks after the discovery, Lila's long-dead blog came back online. A new post appeared under her name. It was a man. He wore a mask made of bark. He called himself the Hollow One. He watched us sleep. Jenny said he'd been there before. He didn't talk. He just stared. I think he was trying to become Clara. I escaped once. But he caught me. The IP address was traced to a Wi-Fi hotspot near Redvale Community Church. The church's part-time custodian, Edgar Mullen, 58, was arrested. He had no prior record. Had worked there since 2006. Lived alone. Kept to himself. Police found, in a locked trunk in his basement, hundreds of photographs of girls on the Eagles Hollow Trail. A wooden mask carved to resemble bark. Dozens of cassette tapes labeled with years. And bones. DNA confirmed they belonged to Jennifer Mallory. But Lila's were never found. Mullen confessed. But his story was warped. He believed he was called by Clara to protect the forest. She told me which ones. The girls who wandered too far. The ones no one would miss. He admitted to taking Jennifer. But with Lila, he said, she wasn't like the others. She kept talking. Asking questions. She wasn't afraid of me. She said she wanted to understand. He claimed she escaped and that she became part of the forest. No evidence of her body was ever found. To this day, no one knows what happened to Lila Monroe. Was she murdered, her body hidden too well? Did she escape, only to die from exposure or trauma? Or did she somehow leave the forest and vanish by choice? The final message on the blog was posted 1 year after Mullen's arrest. I forgive him. He was just another branch on Clara's tree. Some stories don't end. They grow. The account was never accessed again. Lila Monroe may be gone, but her blog still lives. A memorial bench stands at the edge of Eagles Hollow. Tourists walk the trail now, some leaving flowers. Others say they still hear voices on the wind, whispering through the trees.